Welcome to Crash Team Racing Oxide Time Trials Part 3, which is also the final part of the series. I knew it'd be short, but I didn't think I'd be beating 6 tracks in each video. Now, we've got a problem. Because as you can see, I've beaten 4 tracks since the last video. Problem is, this mic right here did not record my audio. I either have the option of releasing the video with terrible audio, or I just redo them. And for your viewing pleasure, I will redo them. To be fair, they weren't anything too tough, except for N.Gin Labs, which was the hardest one so far. So I'm not looking forward to doing it again, but it's either that or I release the video with really shitty, tinny audio. And I'm not doing that, so we're going to beat them again. N.Gin Labs is by far the hardest, but we'll get to that when we get to it. This should take 1 attempt. This is, I think, the easiest Oxide Ghost out of maybe all of them. Off to a slow start, but it doesn't matter. There's so much room for catching up in this track, because it's so long. The good thing is, I had to stop my video after 4 tracks because there were people around where I live playing massively loud music. And I was like, man, I can't even talk without this being in the video, so I was just like, I'll do it tomorrow. Come to find out that what I did record didn't use my mic. I'm not even sure why it did that. But I'm kind of, well, I'm glad I didn't finish the final 2 tracks, or it would have been even worse. Oh no, we hit the wall. Just N.Gin Labs, that's the one that I'm not looking forward to because you can play perfectly and I mean, at least on my character, right, my class that I'm playing, you play perfectly and he'll still be ahead of you. You have to utilize something that it was, you know, it didn't fix everything, but it did help a lot. I learned of it in my comment section. And it's the super flame, or whatever you want to call it. There's certain boost pads, not just in N.Gin Labs. I don't know where the others are. But on N.Gin Labs is super flame, where if you... It's I suppose the fastest that you can possibly go. But the trick is, when you get it from a boost pad, if you do a mini turbo like this, it instantly gets rid of it. So the trick is to not boost for a little while and let the super flame play out. And it feels weird not boosting, but I'll show you what I mean. I don't really know how to utilize it that well, but I can use it enough to get a win against Oxide. Without that, I think it's impossible to beat him, and you'll see what I mean when we get there. It's an insane track. As you can see though, Oxide is a very long way away. I'm not playing particularly great. I'm hitting walls or losing flame. In fact, I think I've done this track. This probably won't even be my high score. I know when I beat him yesterday, in the failed video, it wasn't my high score. But there we go, there's one down. Hot Air Skyway is not as bad as I thought it would be either, thankfully. I thought this would be a real pain, but it's not. Let's get the boost. You can't play around, but you've got enough time to take things carefully on this level. There's also one thing that I discovered And it's going for this bit here is very dangerous. For some reason, on lap 2 or 3, I just could not for the life of me get that. And I just altogether stopped going for it and went the normal way. I'm probably just going to do that out of safety. Because you can do that, you can still win. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like things in the original CTR are further away or higher up. And, you know, like Polar Pass is shortcut. Blizzard Bluffs as well. I don't know if the shortcut's possible here. It probably is, but I can't do it, so I just drift around it. That's really my answer for not being able to U-turn or do any advanced technique. It's just drift around it with a turn character. That's my whole series so far. Yeah, so I failed like 2 attempts trying to go that way, and then I just stopped going, and he catches up pretty quick, but you can still win. I'm not trying to get any world records here. Yeah, he's only just behind me, so that's what I'm saying. You can afford to take things very safely. And realistically, all I'm talking about there is the ramp, the dual ramp at the beginning. That dual ramp is the only bit, really. Because I think this is pretty quick, actually, even though I'm not like doing any type of shortcut. But yeah, that's another one done. Didn't take long the first time. Was even quicker this time. But now we get to N.Gin Labs. This one was the hardest one so far. Like, I mean, it didn't take me a crazy amount of time or anything like that, but I do have to play perfectly, and I do have to really focus. So I'll do one run at the beginning without using this super flame thing that I'm going to use. Just one normal run. And you'd see how fast Oxide gets ahead of you. This is me, like, gonna play to the best of my ability. As you can see, he's already got a gigantic lead. There's no major shortcut. Let's run that back. Again, just a normal race. Just to show what this is like. as you can see, this is just the whole race. I won't get any much closer to him. Just going at this pace. And I'm cutting corners, I'm getting the boost here so that I can come out with it. This is just the whole race. He's all the way up there. I think he does slow down a bit. But then he gets his flame back here. I nearly went off the edge, but it doesn't matter. Again, I can get close to beating him, but that's about it. That's about as close as I can get. And I didn't play perfectly that run. But I did on others that I tried. And I couldn't get anywhere close to him. Not without this technique that I was told in my comment section. Basically, this boost pad right here, if you see how quick I caught up there? That's just because I held that flame that it gave me. And if I mini turboed, it would have completely gotten rid of that. That's the only way I can win on this track, with the super flame from that pad. So again, it works differently because it feels weird not boosting. But that's what you're meant to do. This one's another one, but I don't think it lasts longer. I'm not sure. It's that first one that's the big deal. See, I'm a bit closer to him, but even now, I'm still struggling. And if I do win, it's gonna be close. Still demands perfect play. Perfect in terms of me, at least, and what I'm capable of. I think I've lost it. Because I didn't get ahead earlier, I think I've lost it. Again, he does kind of he just kind of goes slow here, but he does get flame just here. And that was the hardest one so far. Because you see that, look how close he is. You have to utilize that super flame. If you don't, you'll never catch up to him. I don't even know how to fully utilize it. All I do is bounce repeatedly, hoping it carries me for as long as possible. That's really what my attempts were yesterday. It was just playing the level normally, realizing I could not do it, and then using the tip from my comment section and just figuring out how that boost pad worked. But Oxide Station is next, and this is another track where you cannot mess around. You don't need to do any special jump pad techniques or anything. But you do got to play properly. Because he's pretty quick. And, when I win, he should be right next to me, basically, so... I think it took 2 attempts the first time. But again, he was very close to me. And it could have been more than that. If we could get a drift off. Yes, Ripperoo, I too love that sound effect. And he's just behind me. And he speeds up a lot at the end. But I think we've got it. Yeah. That was good. That was good. That was a good run. I mean, yeah, it took me 2 attempts the first time, so I know it wouldn't take too long. I'd say that was a medium, like, type of level. Medium difficulty level. But now we move on to the 2 that I haven't done. I just redid 4 just simply so I could re-record them and, you know, actually have good audio. But now we go on to Slide Coliseum and Turbo Track. Cutting grass, are we? Without losing any speed, hey? Fortunately, that was the worst part of the developer ghost, is cutting the corners. So, great to know that we have to do that. Yeah, I mean, that's the problem. I'm gonna lose flame. But again, I'll see it through to the end because I don't know if he'll slow down or anything. can do that a bit faster if I drift, so that's good. He goes into the grass. Not that he's affected by the grass. Oh. Oh, what am I doing? Wait. I must have been thinking of the wrong spot. He definitely got affected by the grass there, though. Okay, that's good to know. Awesome shortcut. Why is that so slow? Oh, I didn't hit the boost. That's a shame. I can do that so much faster than he can. Okay, easy victory on that one. Slide Coliseum. Easy victory. He just slows down. It's as simple as that. That's why you never want to restart until at least the end of lap 3. Because you never know. They might just have insane pace for lap 1 and 2 and then just slow down on lap 3 for no reason. One more track left and we've beaten all of the Oxide time trials in the original CTR. Minus a few that I did more than once. But, you know, turbo track. This one's... I don't even know what this one's going to be like. Because I know these give an insane speed boost, like insane. As in, you want to grab all of these. They're just way faster than mini turboing. I mean, whatever works, right? Whatever gets me around that goddamn corner. Oh, mini turbo where there's like no pads for us for a bit. Like here. I'm just like gonna avoid that just so I can get around here quicker. In fact, that's the goal. When I go around that section, don't hit the fucking thing, because I can turn or I can drift around it, and it's much quicker. Oh, he's falling behind. I was told this track was not hard. But yeah, it's definitely looking like that. Will I be able to do this section good at least once? No, I've already hit the wall and I've hit the boost pad. Yeah, I just have to brake and lose speed. Oh man, when you're not going on them super boost pads, it feels so slow. That was Turbo Track, and that was all Oxide time trials in the original CTR. It wasn't that difficult overall. N.Gin Labs was one that stood out. On every other track, if you drift and play properly, you will win. On N.Gin Labs, you won't unless you utilize that super flame. So that's why that one was interesting and stood out. All the others, they weren't that bad. What I'll say is they were a lot easier than Crash Nitro Kart's Velo time trials. So if you haven't played Nitro Kart, it's just the Oxide equivalent in that game. They were a lot more difficult. Just look at the playlists. I don't know how many videos there were, but it was more than 3. And if I want to compare it to Nitro Fueled, then I would have to say they are probably on par with Velo from that game, maybe. I'm glad that I did them though for the first time. Again, I did do a video a few years back where I attempted a few of them on my PS3. You know, I did Coco Park. But you know what I mean? Doing a whole series on them and beating every single one of them. I'm happy that we were able to bring CTR PS1 to the channel, even if it was only 3 videos. Maybe I can find other things to do on the channel. Maybe I'll live stream a 100% adventure mode playthrough. I just want to bring more CTR to the channel, I think. But I'm glad we did all of them. I did them all on Ripperoo, which I suppose is a debuff. I was told to switch, but I think the only reason I was able to win these tracks is because I was playing a turn character. I can control them the easiest out of them all. But yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Definitely subscribe if you're new here, and I will see you all in my next video.